So we got this question to model with mathematics. So we're gonna model with the equation of a line, right? And so the graph shows the estimated resting heart rate in beats per minute based on person's age. Using this information, write the equation of the given line and then use it to find the resting heart rate of a person who is 20 years old. Well, that's the reason why we have equations to model things. So we have so the equation of a line, it's going to be like y equals mx plus b. And remember, y is a function of x, right? So we can predict the value by substituting x by any value. We can get y. So that's why we call the x as input and y or fx as output. And that's the reason why we use equation in real life is to model things. So we have this situation here. We need to find we need to write the equation of this given line. And since we have the line, it's represent here the average resting heart rate. And remember that that the age represented by x and the heart rate represented by y, right? So we can get 2 points here, and clearly we can see we have like 2 points here. We have this. We can pick this point right here and this one right here. So we have the first one, which is the first point, which is 4 and 100. So when x equals 4, as you can see, when x equals 4, right? When x equals 4, so y will be 100. And we can pick another point when x equals 10, so y equals 85. So we have 2 points here. So when x equals 10, right? So y equals 85. And to find the equation of a line, we can just like we can use the formula, right? So so the slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So let's name this one as x1 as x1 y1, right? And we can name this one as x2 y2. And remember the slope, I will expect the slope will be negative because we have the line decreasing here. So that's going to be 100 minus 85 over x2. Well, actually, y2 minus y1, so it's going to be the other way. So got a mistake here. Give me 1 second. So it's going to be 85. So y2 minus y1, that would be 85. So that would be 85 minus 100 over 10 minus 4, right? So that would be, well, 85 minus 100 would be negative 15 over 6, because 10 minus 4 will be 6. And we can simplify this one, and that will be negative by dividing by 3 on both sides, right? So that's going to be negative 5 over 2, right? So that's going to be my slope here. So we have the slope, which is y equals negative 5 over 2x plus b, right? So we can now we need to find b. And to find b, we can like choose any point we want. We have 2 points. We have 4 and 100 and 10 and 85. So we can choose like let's choose like the 4 and 100, right? Let's choose this point right here. So we're gonna substitute y by 100. So we're gonna substitute y by 100, and x, we're gonna substitute x by 4, right? This is gonna be like times 4 plus b. So we're doing this to find the y-intercept, which is gonna be b. So we have like 100. And here we can just like simplify. We're going to have 2, and 2 times negative 5, that would be negative 10, right? Plus b. Now we need to solve for b. I'm going to add 10 on both sides here. And we can see b will be 110. So the equation of line that I will have, it's going to be, all right, so let me just erase this. So it's going to be negative, y equals negative 5 over 2, right, plus 110. And that's going to be my equation of line. Now the question here, the next question is, we're going to use this equation, right? We're going to use the equation to find the resting heart rate of a person who's 20 years old. I don't have 20 years old. The maximum here, well, as you can see, I have only like 10 years old here in the graph. So I got to use this equation to model, right? To model the person, the heart rate of a person who's 20 years old. And since x represent the age, so I will substitute x by 20 in order to find y, which is the heart rate. So again, we know that that y is the output. That's represent like a function of x equals y equals negative 5 over 2 x plus 110. So if x equals, right, if x equals 20, which is represent like the age of the person, if the person is 20 years old, so I need to find the heart rate, which is going to be y equals negative 5 over 2 times 20 plus 110. Okay, so we're just going to simplify here. We're going to have 10 because 2 goes to 20 10 times, and y equals, so y equals, well, negative 5 times 10, that would be negative 50 plus 110, and y will be 60. So so as you can see here, right? So so the person who's 20 years old, the person's heart rate, it's going to be 60 beats per minute, right? It's going to be 60 beats per minute. So that's going to be 60 beats per minute.